Alright, so now we're moving on to our Power Rangers section of the podcast. So, what are we talking about in the Power Rangers section? Well, Hasbro apparently is planning on a Power Rangers movie sequel. No, not the one that you loved as a kid, or that other one that you loved as a kid, or that one that you thought was adequate as a kid. No, none of those. The newest Power Rangers movie that came out just, 2 years ago at this point? Oh, just last year, actually. I talked about this a little bit. When Hasbro acquired, not Saban itself, but Power Rangers from Saban, I'm pretty sure Tristan and I mentioned this over at our Keikaku Corner, like our big, a big video about that. We talked about this. Or maybe it was just speculation, and now this is a bit more concrete. Because, of course, at this point, looking at this article, we actually have Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner. Apparently, he talked with analysts about this, about the acquisition of, everything. And he got the entire Morphin grid. Not just, like, a few of the colors. He got, like, the entire grid. So when he purchased Saban brands, Power Rangers, etc., Goldner said that Hasbro will be working with a studio to develop a follow-up to 2017's Power Rangers movie. This is strange, though, because, again, I could swear he said that a while ago. Either way, okay, so Hasbro previously expressed interest. That's what it was. Okay, so that's the thing. They were like, that's what it was. Thank you, article. They were saying, hey, it would be nice, but now they've actually pushed it further, potentially seeing if it actually has any, any fan traction, if any of the fans are interested in it. I've heard mixed things about it. I actually haven't seen it myself. I want to see it, but I don't know. I just haven't. Nothing against the cast. Nothing against Bryan Cranston. Love Bryan Cranston. So happy he got to be Zordon. But I don't know. I haven't seen it myself. Recommend it to me, or maybe not recommend it to me in the comment section down below. But yeah, I've been interested in seeing it. I've heard some great things. I've heard, some interesting things, what they might be doing with the Green Ranger in the future, and the Green Ranger powers in the future. But yeah, I don't know how it escaped me. You guys, I'm sure, know sometimes movies just end up escaping you, and this one escaped me for some reason. Either way, though, I will say this much. The movie didn't do well, as far as I know, in the box office, but for all I know, they have numbers that I don't. On DVD, it could have done very well, and of course, if there's enough fans that are trying to push for it, it could do even better. Looking at something like the 2013's Evil Dead, I don't think that did so well, but then in the after credit scene, they actually had Ash Williams from the original Evil Dead, played by Bruce Campbell, saying groovy, which made me think we were going to get some kind of crossover. So in that way, I was like, oh, first one, I don't know. But because I did see the first one in theaters, but then having that as a potential for the second one, I was immediately interested, and I loved Ash vs. Evil Dead while that was on the air. So I watched that every friggin' week. So when it comes to this, if they do find a way to maybe incorporate the older Power Rangers into this, maybe they would potentially get some more eyeballs on it. I don't want that to devalue these Rangers, though, and so that's kind of where you have to kind of strike a balance of some kind. But still, I do wonder. I really do wonder what could happen with this movie, what could happen with a sequel, if it could be better. Again, I've heard, mixed things. I've heard some people say it was great, but also people that I've heard, it's interesting. The ones that I've heard say it was good usually are not people that were heavily into the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or even Power Rangers in general, and have kept up with it. Those that have said it was aight, said it was okay, adequate, at best. So I really do want to know what you guys have to say about this in the comment section down below, because I really don't know what to make of this. I haven't seen the first one. All I know is that I kind of want to now, especially if there's a sequel on the way. And funnily enough, it could cause a resurgence. That's the funny thing. It could cause a resurgence of people who didn't see it going, wait, it's on, maybe Netflix now or something like that. That would be very interesting if that happens. So, or other streaming services that people go, ooh, let's see how this looks. And then they end up liking it, and then they end up going to see the second one. That has happened before. I don't have any instances off the top of my head, but that has happened in the past. So it could happen here. And so stay tuned on that. That actually would be a very interesting business tactic. It could work. It's risky, but it could work.